what did you like about how the team played tonight?
I just liked the aggressiveness, liked the connection. We had 35 assists, and guys really did a good job of sharing the ball and creating good scoring opportunities for each other. And I thought the defense was pretty good for the most part. So another good road win.
3 straight games holding opponents to fewer than 100 points. What's clicking on the defensive end of the floor right now?
Well, Wiggs is playing great. He put a lot of pressure on the ball again tonight, which is important for us. And I like the Draymond-Trace combination, having Trace as a shot blocker. He had 3 of them tonight with Draymond, kind of playing middle linebacker back there. That's a good combination. So it's a different look for us, but it's been effective.
Klay was a late scratch with the right knee soreness,
Yeah.
I believe. It's similar thing as to Jonathan, and I guess when did it come up? Is it a long-term concern?
He said he felt it a little bit in the Orlando game, and he thought he was going to be fine. But during warm-ups, pregame, it kind of stiffened up on him, and Rick worked with him on the table before the game, and decided it was not a good idea for him to play.
TBD for San Antonio.
Yeah, we'll see.
Going back to the combination of Trace and Draymond, I mean, obviously you touched on how good of the quality of your offense was tonight, but what did you think of the shots you guys got when those two were out there paired together?
We got some good shots. I mean, Chris was great, 9 assists. Playing Chris with Trace is always a good thing, with that lob threat that Trace provides, and, Chris, you're running pick and roll. And then, Draymond, he's used to being a 4-man in this league. He's obviously shot the ball really well this year, but he's so smart in terms of creating shots, even if there's not as much space. Just dribble handoffs and with his screening and keeping the ball, off a fake DHO, all that stuff. Draymond's really clever, so we can make up for some of the lack of spacing. If he's at the 4 with Trace at the 5.
Coach, how did you think Steph played, and also that Draymond and Grant Williams interaction? What did you see there, and what did you think?
Steph. This is what Steph does every night. So nothing jumped out, even though he made several, spectacular plays, both passes and shots. But this is what he does night after night. The Draymond Grant Williams thing was nothing. They just got tangled up, and if it wasn't Draymond, you wouldn't even be asking me that. So not a big deal.
Do you look at the road wins you've had this year as something that plays in April and May?
Yeah, I mean, we've been better on the road than at home. It's bizarre. A year ago, it was the complete opposite. We were 33-8 at home and 0-41 on the road, or so. So who knows? I mean, it's hard to explain these things, but the main thing is we're playing well right now. We're in a pretty good groove. Wiggs, this is the best Wiggs has been all year. Trace is coming into his own. Gary Payton looks fantastic. So, we're coming along well. And obviously we're in a fight with a lot of teams. The West is just loaded this year. And a year ago, I think we probably had a similar record. I think we ended up 43-39. We were the 6th seed. This year we could end up with a better record and be the 10th seed. So the league is just loaded. The West in particular is just loaded.
Steve, 2 seasons ago when you guys won the championship, I believe you had 4 players making at least 2 threes per game. Last season you had 5 guys making 2 threes per game. This year, I believe it's just Steph and Klay doing that. Do you feel like the roster is just kind of lacking 3-point shooting right now?
No, I wouldn't say that. I think I believe in Wiggs and Moses as 3-point shooters. Neither one has shot it particularly well this year, but you saw it tonight. Moses was 4 out of 5. Wiggs is shooting better overall recently. So, I think we have guys who can make shots, and it's starting to look that way. Thank you, guys.
Chris Ball's put on the headset. Down on the floor, Chris, can you hear us?
What's happening?
First of all, we know it's a homecoming for Steph every time we come here. And this is the first time we've had you here. What's it like getting back home?
It's always nice. Always nice to be here with my family. My parents, my grandparents, coaches, classmates. I mean, when I was younger, I used to have to get 400 tickets when I came here.
That's a big dent on the credit card.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Hey, tell me where you think the club is now. It just seems that the level of intensity on the defense has raised up, and it just seems like you guys, it may not be the most artistic wins you're putting together, but they're good, hard-nosed wins.
Yeah, we're playing hard, and that's half the battle, but we talked about it at halftime. We just got to keep playing smarter. Our defense is getting better and better, and I think we just got to keep trusting and keep building and keep putting it together.
When you are on the floor and you look at some of these guys that are trying to, figure out their way around the NBA, like Trace Jackson-Davis, Moses Moody, what do you see with those two?
Man, they play hard. They listening, and I think they're getting a chance to see how long the season is and how hard it is to be great. When you're trying to be the best, you got to be you got to be really good consistently, night in and night out, and that's what those guys are striving for.
Why is the pick and roll for time immemorial one of the toughest plays to stop in this game?
Because, man, this game, there's no defense for 3 seconds, so the court is open. It's space, and I think when we out there with shooters or whatnot, I've been playing that pick and roll my whole life. So we figure that out, and we figure out off-the-ball movement. I think we're tough to stop.
Yeah, we ran the soundbite today. We were saying you were running the flex at age 11. I would love that. That's an amazing thing. Hey, I wanted to tell you something before I let you go. And you had to step in tonight, start for Klay, 11 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds as well, which is a really good night at work.
5 turnovers, though.
I know, but that's, you're playing at home and a little anxious. Everybody gets that way. But I looked up, you are the leading scorer all time for NBA players who hail from the state of North Carolina. How about that?
Oh, how Steph? Oh, okay.
Yeah, all time.
Oh,
so,
I just didn't play it a long time.
Yeah, but that means you've been around and everybody wants you around for a long time. Hey, Chris, go enjoy your family and friends. Thank you for sharing some time with us. Congratulations on the win. And again, a winning road trip and a chance to go 4-1 on Sunday.
No doubt. I appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right.
Now, I'm too deep in the game and then played against him and watch and all that stuff. So, honestly, not really. Yeah, I know he knows the work that goes in and day out. I see it.
You've been watching for as long as I can remember. It seems like you always come up with screens sometimes. You have that thing where you twist the ball and you get it back to you. Have a Trace Jackson alley just time. What are you seeing? What does that move kind of enable what you can give you on the court?
I started doing that back in New Orleans a while ago. And all it is, sort of being undersized, obviously my whole career is trying to get the spots and because every time you see a guy come off a pick and roll, they throw a pocket pass, right? And so all I'm trying to do is make the defender react, right? He not sure if I'm passing it or not. So if he drops his hand down there, now he's off balance. He can't contest my shot. It's just, I don't know. I started doing it when they tried to switch the basketballs back in 2007. They had switched the basketballs for a little while during the summer. And it was funny because the league tried to say it was the same leather, but it obviously wasn't. And I used to be able to throw the ball out a lot further, and it would spin and come back to me. Yeah. And so when they switched back to the regular basketball, you just do the same thing, just don't throw it out as far.
The pairing in the front court with Trace and then Draymond, you guys are able to get great shots with that look, maybe without space you guys are supposed to do. What's the key to getting great offense when those two guys are in the front court?
Just ball movement and setting screens, and Dre is another guard. He's a big guard. But I think we just know how to play, know how to move. We didn't necessarily make shots tonight, but I think we got a lot of great looks.
How does this experience, playing with Steph, Klay, and Dre, compared to the other stars that you played with in your career, like James Harden or guys in that count?
There's more of them. You know what I mean? Seriously, I done had a chance to play with Jage, played with Book, played with KD last year, obviously D West when I started my career, and Blake and DJ and all of that, and JJ. But these guys, they've been together so long, I haven't played against them so long, they just know where you're going to be, and it's ball movement, it's screens, it's, real smart, cerebral planning. I've never played with a guy like Draymond, too, that could pass like me. You know what I mean? Seriously. So it's fun, and I enjoy when we get a chance to play together.
What's Moses been doing for us the last couple games? Seems like he's always ready, no matter what.
Moses is just a pro, man. You know what I mean? Moses is one of those guys that, we have guys that go hoop days in between games, or the morning of the game, they might go hoop and stuff because Mo may not be in the rotation. So he'll hoop in the morning thinking that he might not be part of the rotation, and then game time will come and coach will be like, you starting, and he just stay ready. He just stay ready, and you got to appreciate somebody like Mo, because a lot of guys will be pouting and, man, I ain't ready. I played this morning or whatnot, but he just stay ready, and he one of my favorite teammates my whole career.